and tricks with Praiz. Today we're going to be doing slant pocket, right? We're going to be doing slant pocket, and this is our short. I'm using a very tiny short to do it, and just excuse me because I want to really conserve my fabric, because when we are on a pocket series and I really want to make sure that we have a real life sample for our pocket series. Now this is a short, like, you know, I don't know, I'm not teaching you how to cut a short, I'm teaching you how to make pockets. So you might want to know how to cut a short or pants before you go ahead with this tutorial. So what we're going to be using for the tutorial is our chalk, our scissors, our measurement tape, right, and our ruler, right? Okay, let's go. We have our short already cut into what we want. This is a short. Now shorts are into 4 pieces because, of course, for the 2 legs that we have, right? Now this is the front part of the short. Like, if you know how to cut a short, you know that the front is usually smaller than the back. Now this is the back, this is the front of the short. Now let me just set it aside. For your pockets, what you'll be working with is the front part of your short, pants, or whatever you want to be putting your pocket on. There is no limitation to where you put your pocket. You're going to be working on your pocket. You'll be working with the front part. Now this is the back piece. You just put this back piece aside and take out your front piece only, like the 2 legs, because we're going to be having 2 pockets. And you know what we're trying to achieve? We're trying to achieve a slanted pocket, and this is like a slanted pocket, and this is what like a slanted pocket looks like. At the end of the day, this is what you're going to be getting, something like this for your slanted pocket. Now I want to work with just one piece of our short, one leg of the front block of our short. I'll set this aside. Now one thing you should consider for your short is how wide you want your pocket to be and how long you want your pocket to be. Mostly these are standard measurements. For your trouser, your short, you either use like 7-inch, you know, from your band, from the top of your trouser, of your short, or whatever you are trying to make, to about 7-inch. But however, you're going to factor in if you're going to be putting a band at the top of your short, or you're going to be putting an elastic or whatever you want to use. But mostly the standard for an adult short is about 7-inch in length. I mean the pocket size, the pocket opening is about 7-inch in length. But if you're going to put in a band, you can as well just factor in 1/2 inch for joining your band. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to be using 7-inch. Now go ahead and mark out this 7-inch. You see, 7-inch from the top of your band, your top of your short, 7-inch on the dots. Now the next thing you're going to be factoring is the width of your short. Most times, depending on what you're trying to achieve, most times 1.5 inch is just okay for your width of your shorts, right? 1.5 inch is just okay. You can use 2, you can use less. So this is what you're trying to get. Now this is this by this, 1.5 and 1 inch. Now next thing you're going to be taking is your pocket. Factor your pocket size. Now I've not cut this one at all, but most times what I do is I just want to factor, before I cut anything, I just want to factor how wide this place is going to be looking, or is going to be. Now for pocket length for an adult, most times if you are working on a 7 pockets length, most times you want to make your pockets longer, so you can use 14-inch. You can use 14-inch pocket size, like for the length of your pocket, 14-inch. The breadth can be about maybe 8-inch or thereabouts, right? Or you can consider this with the breadth. Now this is how the pocket is going to be inside, like for your trouser. So most time you want to allow some space, some breathing space for this part. You don't want your pocket to be locked in with your crotch line. Please, I'm not teaching you how to cut short today. This tutorial is for people that can already cut pants, short, or what have you, but you cannot make pockets. Okay, all right, now let's go. Now I'm going to consider my pocket depth. I'm going to be considering, okay, my pocket is about 7-inch and I want to make my depth longer, but of course our short is very short. All right, so I don't want to allow my pocket to be longer than my short, so maybe I should just consider maybe a 10, right? A 10 for this works. So if your pocket depth is 7, you can use a 10, so you have about 3-inch extra. Let me know if it's up to 10, right? This is okay, this is 10. Now your pocket should be on fold like this. Cut a piece of fabric like this. This is a scrap of fabric. Let me show you that I'm not doing something that is strange. This is a scrap of fabric. Just fold, take your fabric. For the width, you can use 8 or consider the width of your short. Like, okay, this place to this place is about 7.5. Okay, I don't want it to be getting to this place. I'm just going to use 6. So you can say, okay, for my width of my pocket, I'm going to be using 6 by times 2 of my pocket depth. Or if times 2 is too long, you can just reduce it. You just want something extra for that depth of your pocket. When your hand goes inside your pocket, you want something extra. Okay, now let me set this aside. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is just take this. Now say, okay, now my pockets I'm going to be using is 6 for the width. Just say 6 for my width of my pockets. Unfold like this. Make sure it's unfold. This place is not cut into 2. This place should not be cut into 2 for no reason, right? So if you're trying to manage fabric, then you can cut into 2 at that point and make sure you join back. Okay, so this place should not be into 2. This place should just be 1. So like you're saying, it should be on fold. So whenever you're measuring your width, this place should be on fold. Now this is going to be 6, right? I'm just going to cut out these remaining excesses. Now 6, consider this again, 6. Now for my depth of my pocket, like I told you, your depth of your pocket should be somewhere between, your 7-inch is your pocket opening depth. So the rest should be like about just maybe times 2 if you want to really deep pocket, or less depending on your length of your whatever you're working on, right? Now this, I think 10 is okay for my pocket depth, or 9.5. I have 9.5 here. Let me just use it like that. I don't have enough fabric I'm working with, so let me just trim. This is still going to be okay. Now, so this is what you're having. So I have a really shaped square, 6 by 10, right? This width is 6, this is 10. Now this is what I'm going to be getting. Now this is the back of my short. I need the front, so this is going to be the front, and this is the back. This is the back. So turn to the front like this. Now look your pocket. Now look at the back and the front. Now for this is the back of my pocket. I'm just going to cancel it so that I don't make a mistake. And this is the front. Now what you do is now fold the front to your pocket like this, right? Now take this is going to be the back. Remember, this is where we cancelled. Fold your pocket like this. Now take the front of your short and put it at the top like this. Can see? Now the pocket is on fold under. Do you get? Put it like this. Now let me mark out our parameters again. Like we said, well, we want 1.5 inch for your pocket opening, and we want 7 inch for your pocket depth. Now this marks you did, make sure it's just ½ inch mark. It's important to measure them to be ½ inch. Now for these two, make sure it's ½ inch depth. So after measuring that half inch depth, now flip your short like this. Now flip your pocket open like this. It's into 2. Flip one side open like this. Now take the one side you opened on your pocket. You can see. Take that one side and your pocket front. Hold it together. Now notch. Notch exactly ½ inch you have cut out open on the 2 sides. Notch this side to ½ inch open. The next thing I want to do is to weave. You can weave before starting anything at all. You can weave afterwards. Now you see you have cut them open half. You have cut on your shorts now. Just on one side, not on both sides. Now you have to fold. This is very important. So you have to fold like this. Along your cuts to get that slant. So are you seeing what I'm saying already? Isn't this beautiful, right? This is really beautiful to get that slant. Now I just think I should use another color of fabric. I'm going to be using this yellow fabric just because I want that contrast to my short. I want you to see that my short is what I'm doing. I want you to see it very well. So I'm just going to make sure I get equal measurement I've done before. I'm going to place this and cut. Now, same thing I'm doing, placing this on top like this, just picking one side and notch. Now the next thing you're going to be doing is fold along your notch. Make sure you're holding the two fabrics together so that no one leaves any. Fold along your notch. See the contrast to your fabric, you see, this is what I wanted to show you. Peradventure you're using a pocket lining, there's this pocket line. I don't have it around me right now. There's this pocket line that is very transparent and light. If you don't have enough fabric, you want to use a pocketing, and of course pocketing are either black or white, right? I don't think I've seen another color of pocketing. If you don't know what pocketing is a pocket lining, basically. There's nothing strange about it. If you want to use a pocketing, probably this is a pocketing. This is a pocketing, and this is your pocketing, and you want to use it on your pockets. But of course, you can't use a pocketing, and pocketing will be showing as a slant. It will be just wrong. So the next thing you can do is that, okay, since this is going to be slanted like this. This is going to be showing like this. I'll just take my fabric like this and cut. I'm going to measure the opening. So this opening is about 1.5 opening, right? I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to cut something between times 2 of what I've opened. I'm going to be cutting 3. I'm going to be cutting 3 inch. I've just put it here like this, right? I'll sew it down. I'll put it here like this. I'll sew it down. Let me just pin for you to see what we are doing. This is an advanced tutorial, please. So if you are a newbie and you're watching this might not be really what you can relate to. Just make sure you go back to my videos. There are some videos that can really help you as a newbie. And when you have getting to this stage, please come back here and watch how to make pockets. Probably sometime in the year I'm going to show you how to actually cut shorts, but for now this is what we're doing now. You see, now you have this as your fabric that's going to be showing. So if you don't have enough line pockets, you can use a doll face for your pockets. You can use any sort of thing you want to use for your pockets, but make sure you are having a little piece just to cover up that your shame. Now I'm just going to fold. You see, I'm folding and folding and folding. Fold along like this. See? So if you don't even have enough fabric for your pockets, you are still trying to manage fabric. It's not going to be showing no matter what. Even if the person wants to put their hands in the pocket, it's still going to show the fabric here. You see? Yeah, this is what you're going to be doing. But however, I want a contrast to our pocket because I want you to see what I'm working on. So I'm just going to work with a contrasting fabric. Now take your iron and iron. Just put steam iron, right? Just ignore me, I'm ironing on my table directly. I know it's very bad for my table, but I don't have time. I need to rush through tutorial so I can do something else, So after ironing, this is what you're going to be getting, right? So you're going to be getting on your fabric. Oh, I don't want this to be pinned all the way. I just want one single. I just want to pin directly on the pockets, not the two layers. So please just mind the way you're pinning, right? Okay, this is what I want. So this is what you're going to be getting. This is what the back will look like. This is what it's going to look like on fold. Now go to your sewing machine and sew this down along the line to keep it in place, right? Let's go to sewing machine and sew. Okay, so we are back and on our sewing machine now. I'm going to be using a contrasting color of thread just for contrast so that you see what I'm doing very well. So just excuse that. Now, this is what I told you that you're going to be getting after ironing. And the next thing you're going to do is that just take this you have ironed properly and go ahead and sew. Now be very careful here where you are sewing. Make sure you are sewing very neatly because this is going to be your finished work. So you just want to make sure you are sewing on a very straight line. What I usually do is I use my machine foot to judge how straight my stitch is going to be. Now let's sew. Now you stop here and just let's cut off the excess threads. This is what you're going to be having. Smooth line, straight line, and precise line. See, it's already stuck together. It's not going to come off. Now, the next thing you're going to do is now you are going to open it like this and run a stitch to hold it down to this place. So when you have your pocket, it won't be coming up. And run a stitch like this over this place. You might want to fold here too if you don't want something neat. If you don't have a weaving machine, this is what you can do to apply some neatness into this part. Just fold and sew down. So you can as well trim this inside so that it won't be too bulky on other points. Trim this. You can just, all you have now is this that is wider, and you just have to fold along like this to avoid any bulkiness. So neat. See what you have now. Our pocket is coming together already. See, this is really super cute and neat. This is just exactly how you want your pocket to be. Now you can go ahead and sew this down. You can weave, you can sew. For a neater finishing, you can as well do something like this. So instead of you just running your thread like this over this place, which is still okay, you can run your thread if you like. You can weave and sew if you like. You can, whatever you want to do, you can pipe with your bias, whatever you want to do. But let me show you another neater way you can get this done so that you won't see any rough edges if you don't have a weaving machine. Now you just go like this, open your trouser in, open your short like this inside, open, take the middle point like this and sew something really small. When you are done, this is what you're going to get. Okay, now take it back inside, tuck it back in, tuck it in. This is how it's going to look like. Tuck it in. Now go ahead and sew. So you don't have any rough edge or whatever showing. There will be no rough edge and it's going to be super neat. Now go ahead and sew over. The next thing you're going to want to do is that you just want to run a loose stitch at the top to hold the pocket down to your shorts. This is your slant pocket already. Now, another thing you want to consider now is taking your short block, the back, and putting it over. Now, this is your short block. This is my short block, right? This is the front of my short. This is the back. I just need to put it over to sew the sides of what I want to sew. Okay, now I'm working with 1/2 inch. Just going to go ahead and sew my 1/2 inch. So make sure you are putting this already. Make sure you're sewing it together properly. So you're sewing, try not to prematurely sew on top of your pocket. So maybe you want to be adjusting your pockets gradually for spacing. Do you understand? You can use your other of your hand, go it under your pocket and just be adjusting to the side. that part you don't want to stitch again, just for precision. And finish like this. See, it's not hard at all. And the next thing you want to do is to tack down. Okay, go ahead and tack down. Tack this place, run a very tight stitch, like the back stitch on this place, so that there will be no shedding there. So you see, this is our pocket already. This is our pocket already. Just go iron it, and this is what it's going to get. Let me join the side in front of my shorts and let me show you how my finished look is going to look like. This is how your slant pocket is going to be. See, my hand is going inside very well. See, it's even a small pocket and my hand is going inside very well. I'm going to put a scissors there to show you how deep the pocket is. See? See, everything is staying inside very well because our pocket is solid. So thank you so much for joining me on this our first pocket series, and I hope you tag along. And please leave a comment in the comment section. Remember to like and subscribe and share this channel with your friend that you know might need it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Bye.